Clean water is a basic human right. And ultimately, we had to act in order to ensure that right for everybody within our watersheds. One of the biggest obstacles facing Blue Water Baltimore was this idea that people were supposed to just go along with the status quo. But Blue Water Baltimore has been challenging that idea from the very beginning by harnessing the power of the Clean Water Act in order to make our world a better place for everybody.
When I came to Johns Hopkins, I worked in the Department for Environmental Health Sciences, and that really opened my eyes to the toxic water quality that we had in Baltimore's harbour. And there was a lot of visible signs that we had problems with our waterways, but I think what we perhaps didn't know is that the pollution level was really quite serious and something needed to be done about it. We had 5 separate watershed organisations, all caring about Baltimore's environment and waterways. In 2010, the decision was made to merge the 5 organisations, and very soon after that, the name Blue Water Baltimore was born.
We were stronger together. Apart, we had individual pieces of the puzzle, but when we came together, we were able to create a united front for clean water and strong communities.
I think the moment when I thought this merger could actually work was after a long day of discussions. We all came together at the end of day for a photo. It was really a lovely moment, just to see people want something bigger than themselves.
We started off as this scrappy little toy boat in this huge ocean surrounded by other big vessels. And now we're one of the biggest entities in Baltimore, monitoring water quality, advocating for the solutions to the problems that we're seeing on the ground every day. But for me, the turning point was in 2021 when our monitoring data was able to pick up high bacteria readings outside of the Patapsco wastewater treatment plant. And those findings really kicked off a successful enforcement effort. And so by keeping the penalty money in the community that was most heavily impacted, we were able to reinvigorate those communities at the same time as we were able to improve water quality.
I think it's really important to hold polluters accountable, to have a standard to show that you can't just treat our waterways as a dumping ground. I think it's giving a voice to something that doesn't necessarily have a voice in the way that we know it. So fighting for clean water and for our streams and everything living in and around it, it's a powerful feeling to be connected to.
Our main goal as an organization is healthy environment and thriving communities. So we are here for improving ecological health and human health, which are really intrinsically connected.
I think for a long time, Blue Water Baltimore has been this really respected organization where people think about, science first and that we bring truth in science. And so the science will always be the foundation for the work that we do, but it's really those real deep-rooted community partnerships that make the work alive, that make the work move forward.
Blue Water really takes the approach that we are urban restorers that go anywhere from planting trees to building larger infrastructures like bioretention systems, rain gardens. It's really about treating the land in the way that you want to be treated. I think it's really important that we don't separate ourselves from the environment, but recognize that we're a part of it.
As a church, we wanted to better steward our property and then we had a flood in 2018. It was devastating. There were over 140 homes in our community that were affected by it. The Still Meadow became the hub of the recovery effort, and through that, we ended up getting introduced to Blue Water Baltimore. One of the things that Blue Water Baltimore got funding for was to install a bioswale in our parking lot. And that bioswale can hold up to 11,000 gallons of water. It's just been this really mutually beneficial relationship that we forged. And I don't know where we would be without them.
We certainly recognize that one individual project is not going to solve all of our water quality needs, but it's the education, the community, and the engagement focused around that produce advocates that can then lobby for change.
We have had the privilege of having many community members support us here at the nursery in buying native plants and supporting the work that we do in stormwater mitigation and into improving water quality here in Baltimore City. Some of those customers are now our volunteers, and we could not do what we do here at the nursery without our volunteer ambassadors.
The purpose of Blue Water Baltimore is to create a clean water movement. And so we're not trying to be the solution, we're trying to inspire and show what the solutions can be. What I've really realized over time is that there is nobody else coming to save the environment. And so that's tough because it depends upon a wide base of support. And Blue Water Baltimore is really only as strong as the community that supports us.
As long as there are people out there that care about our waterways, that care about our environment, then I think there's hope. And I think that really depends on how much we can educate individuals on the amazing things that the environment does for us for free.
My hope is that within the next 15 years, that Blue Water Baltimore is out of work because we've done such a good job at improving the water quality in the watersheds, in the harbor, and for the community.
There's a real history to how the organization came together, and it's been the result of many people's work, and I think that's what's really remarkable.
Everyone in Baltimore deserves a healthy neighborhood and healthy waterways. Blue Water Baltimore has always been a story of coming together to tackle really big problems. Now, more than ever, it's important that we come together, stand in solidarity, and act locally. Whether you volunteer, shop, donate, or advocate with us, you are part of the future of our watersheds. Everything we do is for future generations. We've done so much together in the past 15 years. Imagine what we'll accomplish together in the next 15.